what happens to the DNA we provide when we do an ancestry test?
What happens to it? What do they do with it?
Yeah, who else looks at it?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know. I know that it's cataloged. I know that if you use the current commercial DNA folks, you buy the kit on the online and you do it and you mail it back to them, and they, in 4 or 5 weeks send you back something saying, well, you're from here, here. I know that those samples and whatever data they find is given to, here in the United States, to the U.S. government for cataloging. That I know. In fact, if you read the fine print, it even tells you that on some of these, because I've heard people talk about it. But most people don't read the fine print. They just I want to know, here's my 6995, and off you go to the races. So I don't know what it's like in other countries, but I doubt it would be any different. In space, in the galaxies, the real wealth is time and it's DNA. It's not precious metals or any of that. It's DNA. That's currency to them. The ability to create life forms is wealth, because the universe is so big and it's continuously growing and getting bigger that civilizations come and go, but the life forms that they've created that still to this day continue to flourish is their landmark. It's their monument to the fact that those civilizations once existed, because these life forms validate that. It's a completely different way of thinking than what we are used to here. Completely different. The average lifespan of an extraterrestrial is at least 1,000 years. At least. So, their idea of long-term is very different. Definition of long-term is very different than our own. And, here on Earth, you could see 3 or 4 civilizations rise and fall in 1,000 years. It's not uncommon at all. When they visit and they're here for 100 years, it's a weekend. That's it. It's just a weekend. So I would think if you could go online to any of these companies that sell these kits, and you look at the legalese that's on their webpage, it will tell you what happens to your DNA when you do those packages.